What's going on, everyone? Super League round number 4. Man, it goes so quick. It's unbelievable. Goes very quick. Hope everyone's doing well. It is currently Tuesday night. It is Tuesday night. Super League season is round 4 kicks off on Friday morning, so should be a very big round ahead. Last week, I don't even want to talk about what happened with Salford, man. Goodness me, that was a disaster last week. Absolute disaster. Hope everyone's doing well as always. Hope everyone in the live chat's doing good. Hello to Luke, CJ, SS Storm fan, Jason Reader. Who else is here? Jeffrey. Hope everyone is doing really well. Last week, man, we'll get into it in a moment. Just a quick recap of round number 3. It was a disappointing round, to be honest. As a Salford fan, things just haven't been going good. It's been an absolute disaster. We'll get into the round 4 tips very soon. Just want to have a quick recap of round 3, man. Some of the games, man, like score lines I didn't expect. So we go to the very first game, right? Hull KR betting Salford, 42-0. Now, I'm not going to make excuses for Salford. I know we got flogged and we're pretty bad, but the players are not going to play to their best if they're not going to get paid. And that whole situation, the players were not paid before they played that game against Hull KR last week. That's probably why the scoreline was so bad. So lack of effort, lack of everything out there. I think there needs to be a couple of changes in the Salford team. Like, I think Isan Masters needs more ball. I think McDonald needs to go to the centres. I think Chris Hankinson needs to start. We definitely need Sam Stone back on that left edge. Shane Wright was terrible. Not much to go over. It was a terrible performance. Credit to Hull KR, though. They were very good. Huddersfield and Hull FC really enjoyed this game. I know it was a low-scoring affair, but really good game of footy. Both teams showed a lot of grit and determination. Hull FC getting the win 11-10 in the end via an Aiden Caesar field goal. Really good game, that one. Probably the best game of the weekend, to be honest. Lee Leopards against Catalan Dragons. Very disappointed with the Catalan Dragons. They were poor in this game. The Leopards were hungry, and they were really good. There were a couple of decisions in the first half that went against Catalan, which I really didn't understand, but Catalan's biggest problem right now is trying to score points. They're really lacking points. So I think they'll be okay, but they need to get a win soon. Otherwise, it could be too late for them. You don't want to start too slow and then play catch-up at the end. Saints 26-6 over Wakefield. I think we expected St. Helens to win. Wakefield were in the game in the first half, but I think it was 14-6 at half time, and then St. Helens just kicked on with it towards the second half there. So pretty good win for Saints. Wigan and Warrington over in Vegas. Disappointing as this game had potential to be a blockbuster, but Wigan was so dominant in that game. I think at one point it was like 42-6. And then Warrington got a couple late tries. And then obviously Liam Marshall and Matty Ashton scoring late in the game. So Wigan, they were far too good. And then obviously the last game, Leeds beating Castleford 38-24. But the scoreline doesn't reflect the game. Leeds were very dominant. They were much better than a 14-point win. Leeds, it felt like Leeds won this by 24 to 28 points, but Castleford getting a couple late tries, making the margin a bit more closer than what it probably should have been. So a good win there for the Rhinos. But that's round 3. A bit of a disappointing round if I'm honest, but let's get into round 4. Round 4 of the Betfred Super League kicks off on Friday morning. It is Hull FC, the Black and Whites, up against the Lee Leopards. This is going to be an intriguing game. This game is going to be really intriguing. Lee Leopards favourite, $1.35, and I think they deserve to be favourite. And Hull FC are at $2.90. Hull FC did well to win last week. Credit to them. Lee are 3-0. The thing that worries me about this game is I think the Lee Leopards, they're going to lose a game at some point. I just don't know if this is a game. They are going to Hull at the MKM Stadium. Hull FC did very well last week to win away at Huddersfield, and they deserve credit for it. But Hull FC's form is still very hard to pick. Like, they went to Catalan and won round one. Then they hosted round two against Wigan and got smacked, and then they went away and beat Huddersfield last week. Now they're at home for the second time this year. I don't want to get called a Lee Leopards hater here, but I'm actually going to tip Hull FC, guys. I'm going to tip Hull FC to win. Like, they've won 2 away and they've lost 1 at home. I think with them being back at home, Lee Leopards due a loss. I'm actually going to go for the upset here. I'm going to say Hull FC will beat Lee on Friday morning. I'm going to go Hull FC by 4. I'll go a scoreline of 18 points to 14. And for the first try scorer, I am going to go... Who should be back for the first try scorer? You know what? I'm going to go with... let me go with Harvey Barron on the wing. I reckon he will score the first try of the game. Hull FC to cause an upset. Moving on to Saturday morning, and we have an absolute blockbuster here. This should be a great game. Saturday morning, 7 a.m., we've got St. Helens up against Hull KR. This should be a good game. Saints, they are $1.30. Hull KR at $3.30. This is at the Totally Wicked Stadium. St. Helens have been fantastic to start the year. They're 3-0 as well. They are due for a loss. I just don't know if this is the week. Hull KR, still without Mikey Lewis. Tyrone May will be 50-50 whether he plays, but Danny Richardson did a very good job last week. This is going to be a tight game. I'm leaning towards St. Helens because it's at the Totally Wicked Stadium. I don't think there'll be much in this game whatsoever. I'm going to go Saints by 2 points. Really tight game this. I'll go a scoreline of 22-20 in favour of St. Helens. And the first try scorer, I'll go with Kyle Feldt. Also on Saturday morning, it is Castleford Tigers up against my boys, Salford Red Devils. And to be honest with you, it's hard to be confident at the moment with everything going on at Salford. At the moment, the odds have Castleford $1.85, Salford $1.95. It's at the Jungle, and Castleford did beat Salford there, I think, at the end of last year. If Salford get their payment, like if the players get paid and everything gets settled, then I expect us to win. But it's hard to be confident when the players are not training because they're not getting paid, and the whole situation is a mess at the moment. Look, I'll tip us to win, but I don't have a lot of confidence in this game whatsoever. So I'll take Salford by 8. I'll go something like 24-16 in favour of Salford. And first try scorer, I don't think Laffey will be playing with his HIA situation. I will back... you know what? We will back... God, who's anyone out? You know what? Got Callum Watkins, the first try scorer. Callum Watkins, first try, Salford by 8. Hopefully we get a win to start the year. Need one. What are we? Sunday morning, 4:30 in the morning. Horrible time slot for us over here in Australia. Catalans versus Leeds over there in Perpignan in France. Catalan Dragons, $1.60 favourites. Leeds at $2.40. Catalans are 0-3. Leeds are, 2-1, I think. I've tipped Catalans in every single game this year. And they've let me down all 3 weeks. They have to win one at some point. There's still no Brody Croft for Leeds. I don't think he'll be back. I don't know who wins this game. Look, I'm going to tip Catalan just simply because it's in France. If this game was at Leeds, I probably would have went with Leeds, to be honest. If it was at Headingley, I would have tipped Leeds to win. But I think over there in France, Catalans are winless to start the year. They're getting desperate. The combinations are still working themselves out. I think they need to win Catalans, and I think they need to score some points. So I think they might get a couple of tries this week. I'm going to go Catalans to win by 6. We'll go, I don't know, we'll go 20-14. And first try scorer, we will go with, I'm going to go Luke Keary. Luke Keary to score the first try. Catalans by 6, but with not a lot of confidence, if I'm honest. Then we go to the Monday morning games, both at midnight, 12 a.m. We'll start with the one-sided game. Wigan versus Huddersfield. Wigan, $1.05. Huddersfield, what are they? $8. Look, Huddersfield have been playing all right. They've been trying hard and they've been competitive in a lot of their games so far this year. But you're playing Wigan. They're the juggernaut team. They're the benchmark of the Super League. And it's at the DW Stadium as well. So I think Wigan win. And I think Wigan win very well. So I'm going to go Wigan by probably 26 points. I'll go a scoreline of something like 34 points to 8 in favour of Wigan. But yeah, Wigan should be winning very well. 34-8. First try scorer, give me Junior December. He hasn't even scored a try yet this year. He's 0-3. And like last week, Liam Marshall, I said he'd score a try. He didn't score it until the 78th minute, but he still got that try on the board. I think Junior December is going to be the same. I think this is the week he breaks the hoodoo. Junior December, first try scorer. Wigan, 34-8. And then the final game of the round. Monday morning at 12 a.m. Warrington versus Wakefield from the Halliwell Jones Stadium. Warrington, $1.15. Wakefield at $5.50. Wakefield have been all right to start the year, but this is a different challenge. You're playing Warrington after the coming off Vegas. Now, again, Warrington could be a little bit fatigued and a little bit rocked from Vegas. They could be still on that long flight back to England, but I think Sam Burgess was pretty pissed off with how Warrington played, and I think they will want to respond in a good way. So I'm going to say Warrington win this by 12. Might be a closer game than what people think. So Warrington by 12. I'll go a scoreline of 26-14. And for the first try scorer, I will back dummy half Denny Walker to score the first try. So we'll go through the tips again, and then I'll give you my 3 bold try scorers for round 4 of the Super League. So we're going. Where's this stupid thing? We're gonna go Hull FC to upset Lee 1-12. St Helens to beat Hull KR 1-12. Salford to beat Castleford 1-12. Catalans to beat Leeds 1-12. Wigan to beat Huddersfield 13+. And Warrington to beat Wakefield 1-12. And my 3 bold try scorers for round 4. I'm gonna start with the Salford game, and I'm gonna say that you will see a try from. You know what? We're gonna go. Mark Sneed will score a try for Salford against Castleford. In the Catalan Leeds game, you will see a try scored from Oliver Partington for Catalans. And in the Warrington game, you will see a try scored by Luke Yates. So I'll go with those 3. Mark Sneed, Oliver Partington, and Luke Yates, all to score. So that pretty much wraps up everything from my end, everyone. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Cowboys podcast. Anyway, until then, good luck with your tips. See you in the next one.